I see you dug up the original movie poster. Oh boy, that takes me back. Hey, is this thing on? Can you hear me all right?
Yeah, all good.
Nice audio booth you have here. What is this, leather? Oh, feels like leather. All right, we're gonna start the commentary.
Yeah. Check this game out.
Hello, Dan Smith here. I directed this film back in, well, it feels like a century ago. Yeah. The studio asked me to provide a commentary track for the DVD release. And wham! Straight into the action. No fluff or anything. That's what we did back then. Crash-landed ship. Up pops our hero, the fearless Dick Starspeed.
Dick Starspeed.
The ship's velocity reactor is damaged. I believe that I am stranded on an alien planet.
Played, of course, by actor Jonathan Digby. Went on to some minor roles after this. Such a shame. I thought from day one this guy's got leading man written all over his face. I'm often asked why Dick breaks these boxes. He actually ad-libbed it. I told Jonathan, always keep things exciting.
Greetings, citizens of Gravoria. I am Dick Starspeed, and I come in
This
peace.
dude's name is awesome.
Probably shouldn't have had Dick draw his weapon when he was talking about peeves. Well, maybe one day we'll go back and CG it into a sandwich or something instead. Ha! Just kidding. This is what people pay to see. A no-name middle-aged B-list actor duking it out with stuntmen in costumes. Such stunning choreography. Now, the extras in
I don't
those
know.
robot suits really knew how to take a punch. No, literally. I told Jonathan not to hold back. Give it all to him. Kick him in the nuts. And
Holy
bolt.
smokes!
What the fuck?
If I land squarely on that grain silo, I should survive this fall unscathed.
I shouldn't say this now, but you could actually see the strings if you squinted hard enough. A screenwriting trick from back in the old days. You put a grain silo or some haystacks down and it solves all your gravity-related
This game
problems.
seems alright. Can I kick a tree? Nope.
It appears some of my equipment was lost when my ship was shot down. But this high-tech scanner.
I can fast forward.
Oh, the dinosaurs. You just don't see quality stop motion like this anymore, do you? Someone actually sat there and moved them, frame by frame. Today, it'd be done with computers, but where's the artistry in that?
Yeah, I know, right? Oh.
Now, if the trees here look a little plastic, well, it's because they are. I took them from the set of my last film, Vampire Island 2. We got our fair share of nasty letters from scientists complaining about our portrayal of the dinosaurs. Was news to me. Apparently these stegosauruses weren't meat eaters. Must have preferred shellfish or something. Blah, how do they know? That's what I say.
Pussy. That was easy.
As usual, the local population is defenseless. That's where our hero steps in and saves the day.
This is weird. Bitch.
We put Jonathan through a lot shooting this film. He wasn't the best actor, especially when reacting to getting hit. He's what you call a flincher.
It's not bad though.
So I told the stuntman to really just go to town on him. It's the only way to get an honest performance sometimes. Our props master tried to make the weapons soft, but there's only so much you can do. Lucky for us, Dick's entire body was covered in that spacesuit. That thing was a lifesaver when it came to hiding bruises. You'll notice the gold disappears when Dick touches it. We had a deleted scene that explained he's actually teleporting it back to his ship. It's funny, no one ever questioned how Dick was able to walk around with an infinite amount of gold on him.
Game's kind of cool.
We had to redo these shots. Our first attempt was kind of a disaster. We tried using real apes, thought it'd cut down on the costume budget a bit. But have you ever tried working with apes? They are the worst actors ever. They don't sit still for a moment, and the second you take your eyes off of them, they're flinging their feces all over the place. Jonathan refused to work with them after he got well, let's just say that he had to take more than a couple of showers one day. You know, you never forget the smell of monkey poo. We steam cleaned the studio top to bottom. Still never got rid of it.
I know, the narrator's killing me.
Shot, we kept finding those little surprises hiding inside various props. Boy, were those the days.
Let's see. What?
Some really top-notch stop-motion effects, huh? Unfortunately, we skipped on the Dick Starspeed puppet a little.
The Earthman is not for you to eat, fiend.
Oh shit.
So this was groundbreaking. We had the woman rescuing the man for once. We were really ahead of our time with this scene, but well, then again, I've always been rather progressive. The studio exec didn't seem to get why it was such a big deal, though. Sorry, we don't see this as anything unusual. Ha! Of course! It's unusual. A woman would never save the man. It just doesn't happen. Not in the movies, not in real life. I don't know why we didn't get more recognition for this scene. I guess I was just a little too ahead of my time.
This game is hilarious. What the? Now where are you going?
Thank you for saving me, strange woman. What is your name?
I am the magnificent Scarlet Nova. Do not question my motives. Just be happy that you are still alive. I must speak with my father at once. I shall teleport to his chambers. Huh? Where is this place? This is not my father's chambers.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting.
Scarlet. Enjoy an eternity in the Tower of Eternal Solitude for all eternity.
The old fool did not notice I am wearing my jetpack.
Oh, she's wearing a jetpack.
Booster usage. Jump. Wait. Wait. Use booster. Survive deadly fall.
Vertical ray gun.
Scarlet didn't quite realize she needed to shoot those energy orbs down below. Keep in mind, Stacy was doing this on a soundstage, okay?
The fuck?
The energy imps. Such a neat effect. We had to paint each movement frame by frame and superimpose it into live footage. We were pulling all-nighters for weeks. Well, when I said we, I meant the artists. I'm pretty much useless if I don't get a solid 10 hours a night. But they were at it forever. Yeah, they had to redo it all because I accidentally told them red instead of blue the first time. Artists.
Curses. My father revoked my access to the teleport terminals.
Oh
I
no.
shall only be able to utilize the ones I activate manually.
What's going on, everybody in the chat?
Ah, I knew you would return.
Puny Earthman, you shall help me overthrow the Emperor.
Why would you turn against your own father?
This game is
How do I know I
definitely
can trust
Oh, this is
definitely
practically
good.
Shakespeare in
I
outer
like it.
space.
It's just
The
different, you know.
entire planet does.
And, huh? Patrick, what's wrong with the video?
Sorry, sir. Technical problems.
Darn it,
The
we're
commentary
missing
is
some really
great
good
on this,
writing.
though. I think that's my favorite
Sorry
thing.
about that.
Well, we just passed right by her big scene.
Yeah.
Basically, they agree to work together, but one must stay behind in the sleep chamber at all times.
Should I rewind?
Xiaomi
Never mind,
Zero,
I'll
what's going
continue
on?
here.
Alright.
Right from the start, our budget was a little tight, even by standards back then. To make do,
Oh,
Tony
shit.
shot a couple scenes in black and white. Originally, he intended to use it for flashbacks. But then I had to break it to him. Our film doesn't have flashbacks. We almost made it a silent film just to cut costs.
Whoa.
I felt it was an absolute necessity we have a T-Rex in this film, but we got this Serato thing instead. Of course, I went through the whole production thinking it was a T-Rex because,
Fuck.
really, who can tell the difference anyway? Wham and bam! Now, here's some real action. Nothing like an adrenaline boost to get our hero to really start wailing on those monsters. We were unsure how to represent a surge of adrenaline at
It
first,
would appear
but
that now is the time for
I
us to
think we
climb.
nailed it.
The Deadly
Yeah,
Tower of Monsters.
Definitely nailed it.
Deadly Tower of Monsters. This is awesome.
Good screenwriting 101. Always announce the title within the film itself. How else are you going to let the audience know your heroes really mean business?
Yeah, how else?
Now, that weapon, it's just an electric shaver, but you know, I bet you'd never guess it was, would you? They look so futuristic. I could have made use of that one at some of our meetings with the studio. Oh, you'd like to see records of where our budget went to this month? Sure, let me get that for you right now. Boom, boom.
I opened that one.
Unfortunately, those meetings ended in a much different way.
Oh, shit. Don't stand in fire. I wonder if that opened up the other one. Oh, okay. Increase energy regeneration.
I know a taxidermist who helped us out with these bat creatures for real cheap. And he's not good. So, he's kind of sloppy if you want to know the truth. But that's the best part. A sloppy bat looks scarier. Oh, but you gotta sew up that sphincter. Just trust me.
I don't know what this does. Oh. Is this like Mario? So the electric shaver is OP. Bungie, please nerf.
Oh, the squids.
What the
Some
fuck?
board member had these nephews who really wanted to be in the films. They made me cast them as squids. Whatever happened to artistic integrity? If you're going to cast a role not on merit, at least let it be a hot female role. My effects team kept assuring me the strings wouldn't be visible in the final cut, but I could see them. No transparent nylon. This stuff will do the trick. Yeah, right. I swear those darn strings is what made my hair go white.
Pretty cool. This is multiplayer.
Air teleport usage. Jump. While in the air, use teleport. Quickly return to upper floor.
I don't get that, but okay. Did I get that thing? Beating ass right now, guys. Oh. Dick.
Oh, you don't want to miss a single minute of this scene. The nuclear ends. Hey, we need to remind the audience our heroes are climbing a tower. So I needed something that would stick to walls. Originally, we had these web-footed what-have-yous. Not very scary. And then I left some cake out in my trailer, and it was crawling with ants in the morning. And that's when it hit me. What is the most obnoxious thing in the world?
I feel like I'm like, it's like Resident Evil. I don't have any gold ones yet. So what do you think of the game, Chris?
Oh no! This head belonged to my co-pilot robot. He was the most loyal companion in the galaxy.
Dick. Malfunction. Dick. Malfunction.
Those Gregorians will pay dearly for this, my friend.
Now, what's a space adventure film without a trusty robot sidekick, huh? Am I right? In the original draft, we had Dick and Scarlet team up with an alien from the planet's surface. You know the type, pointy ears, wise and emotionless. But then we came to our senses and realized...
What's going on, everybody who's watching?
Tin can robots, way cooler. Besides, everybody was doing the alien thing
You
back
bastard.
then. You know me, I'd rather be a trailblazer.
Alright, I'm gonna get to my next checkpoint, guys, and then I'm gonna call it a night. I'm definitely gonna stream more of this, though. I need gold ones.
The insurance company made us install those safety guards after our actors fell off the set one too many times. Granted, they kept falling off even with the rails, but thanks to how the contract was laid out, we were no longer liable for their injuries. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I guess it's time to talk about the elephant in the room. Why on earth does this crazy film have title cards on screen when people are talking? You're thinking that, aren't you? I know you are. I would be too. Well, we had thought about making it a silent film at one point, so we shot a lot of scenes up close like this, with the dialogue written out for the audience to read. Well, when we swapped over to making a talkie, well, we just decided to keep on going rather than reshooting all those scenes.
Shit. Shit, I am gonna die. So what do you think about the game, Chris? Shit.
Ah, the best part about being in showbiz. Craft services. It's like never-ending supply of free food all day long. I never had to pay for a single meal. Hey Patrick, I notice you guys don't do that here in your studio. You should talk to your boss. Maybe even just a bagel station.
Alright guys, I'm gonna head to bed. Y'all have a great night. And I'll stream tomorrow after I get off of work and everything. So y'all have a good night.